guest, because now you're the first one. Our first guest is a singer, activist, showgirl, and a space maker. Also, the co-founder of the LGBTQI plus nonprofit Southern Fried Queer Pride, loved and adored by many, and the mother of House Alexander. For the first time at the Pink Clubhouse, ladies, gents, thems, and others, Taylor ALXNDR.
Howdy. How are y'all doing?
We're doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's been a very chill Monday, surprisingly. So I'm in a good mood right now.
What made it chill?
I think because I got up at 7 in the morning, which I never really do. So I knocked out all of my work. I was done by like 2 p.m.
Okay.
I cooked dinner for the first time in like a few weeks. And yeah, it's just been very chill.
Now,
and I got a new vape. So.
Can we ask what was made for dinner?
I made crunchy onion crusted Parmesan chicken. Okay. I made roasted potatoes and beans and some taquitos. I tried making them. They tasted good. They did not look good, but they did taste good.
So would you consider yourself like a homemaker? Like, I know you are. No.
I mean, I love having a home. This is my
I love that.
My drag studio right now. So like, I love having a space that I pay for. But a homemaker, I'm working on it. I'm working on my wifey skills, but they're not fully up to par. I can cook and clean, but I'm not about that lifestyle just yet.
Right. Okay. Still time. Is he lip syncing? I don't know.
Is it muted?
Everybody on mute. Me and my crew. Nick and yeah, I don't know what he's saying over there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read the first question. So welcome to the show, of course. Just this past week, we saw you were honored with the Pioneer of Inspiration Award at the Trans Life Awards. First, what an accomplishment. You tell us what this recognition means for you and what it does mean for your legacy going forward.
Ooh, legacy. That is a word. It's something that I've always been focused on and working towards. I want to do so much work and create so much art in my lifetime so where like after I'm dead and gone, everything that I've done speaks for itself. So when I think about the Pioneer of Inspiration Award, first of all, when they emailed me, I was like, are y'all sure? Do y'all want me to perform? I can perform. I don't, what is this? But I was really shocked because, in this kind of work, being a showgirl, being a community organizer, I'm not really focused about the awards. It's more so about connecting with people. And I guess the work that I do connected with them. And I'm very, very thankful and grateful for this award. And it just lets me know that I'm doing something right and that my work is reaching the people. So it also felt good to get it because it made me think of all the people that inspire me, who welcome me into the scene here in Atlanta. And so, yeah, it's been a very beautiful experience. And it's a beautiful trophy. It's upstairs in my living room.
Oh, you have? Oh, man, I wish we could see it.
I know. I could probably run up there, but yeah, it's sitting right there on my mantle.
I mean, be like Beyonce. Don't go to the awards to perform. Just collect your awards. Just collect them and then, go ahead home with,
One day. I achieved to just not do interviews, to not do awards, to just put out stuff, disappear for like a year or two, come back. She's a very mysterious woman.
Right. Well, with that, winning such an award, I know it must be near and dear to your core. And I know you feel that, you didn't think maybe you would get it. But, of course, there's something you're doing, okay? So just take that. But I want to know, who are some of the drag icons who inspired you, and if any, your overall look and drag performances?
Oh, wow. So I would say in terms of look, I take inspiration from so many people. If we're talking like drag performers, definitely Shea Coulee, definitely Sasha Velour, definitely Sasha Colby a little bit. If we're talking like more Atlanta local people, I take so much inspiration from Tasia LaBelle Thomas. She has been like an unofficial drag mother to me, just the way that she like teaches me about performance, about hosting, about the overall look, the overall package. She's really inspirational. Regina Sims, who used to run shows at Friends on Ponce, she passed away a few years ago. Oh. But she was like my first unofficial drag mother. But honestly, my drag is fully inspired by like Black women of the late 80s, early 90s. Like, if you mix up all the characters of Living Single, that's me.
Well, who's your favorite? Wait.
I'm definitely a Khadijah. Khadijah is me, hands down.
Boss. Okay.
Yes. Boss, like, has it kind of all together, is the most calm and collected. I used to think I was a regime, but I'm just not that bougie yet. So.
Wait, y'all comment if y'all watching Living Single in the chat. Comment y'all favorite character. I just want to.
Yeah,
Living Single was a nice show. Can y'all hear me? Okay. Living Single was an amazing show, so I definitely, even seeing you in person perform, I can definitely see where that inspiration comes from. By the way, you put on great performances.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So in the past, and you still are, you've been an outspoken of the fact that Atlanta is no longer inclusive of the LGBTQ plus community. How do you feel that Atlanta can better support the community, and do you ever see yourself running for a community leader position, such as mayor or?
So I love Atlanta. I'm from a small town called Griffin. It's like an hour south of Atlanta, but I've been here since 2011. I consider it to be my home. It has its ups and its downs. I think it is a great space to be openly LGBTQ. I like to make a joke that, Atlanta is where they make Black and gay people. It's just where we're born for some reason. I love the community here. It does have its downsides. Obviously, people think of Atlanta as being in the South, and they think of the South as being conservative, as backwards, and that's definitely true to a certain extent. But I think when people do say that, they forget that, like, we have so much culture here. Like, RuPaul got her start here. So many icons and legends all came from Atlanta. They might not have popped off in Atlanta, which is why I think a lot of people move out of the city to, like, be successful.
Yeah.
But I love it. In terms of, like, being mayor, I've thought about it, like, running for, like, public office, like, in full drag. That sounds exhausting, but it would be super kind. I think it would be very, Atlanta's first drag mayor would be everything. I would have my fundraiser party at probably, like, I don't know, some strip club, but,
I love it. Open back up Swinging Richards.
Ooh, that did close down. I forgot about that.
Well, I hope if you're there, you're going to be more focused on other things than clubs.
Yeah, a few things. First, patch up all these roads. Ooh. We need to fix all these potholes.
Can we all start there, actually? I'm like my tires. Taylor, for a lot of drag queens, RuPaul's Drag Race, who you mentioned, RuPaul, set the standard for being mainstream. Have you ever thought about auditioning for the show?
I have. I have been close friends with pretty much almost every Atlanta girl who has gotten on there. Violet Chachki, who won season 7, we both started at Mary's in the East Atlanta Village. Angeria, I put her in her first drag show when she came to Atlanta. Lala Ree, I knew back when she was dancing as Larico. So, like, we all go back. I've never auditioned. I've always thought about it. Like, I think last year I, like, sat down and started recording, but I started doing that around, like, October, which is Atlanta Pride, and that's, like, the busiest month of the year for me. So, like, by November, I was like, I'm tired. So I have been convinced to submit this year. We shall see. I'll give it.
Okay.
I'll try anything twice, so I'll do it 2 times. And if it doesn't pan out, it's fine by me. I'm very happy with where I'm going. It's only on the up and up from here, even if it's with Drag Race or without. But I would love to be on Drag Race.
I think you're going to get. I mean, we have good luck on this platform here, so we're going to push that out to you.
Thank you. Manifesting.
Right.
You will be on Drag Race. That would be very, very good to see an Atlanta girl on the show, because it's been a minute. Well, when that's the last time we've had someone from Atlanta on the show? It's been a minute, right?
Yeah, I think it was Angeria, and that was like a season or 2 ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was nobody last year. Yeah.
Wow. So how do you define art in the form of drag? What are some of your favorite moments on and off stage?
Ooh. Well, I think, how do I define drag or like art? I think for me, a lot of people try to say that drag is like the art of female impersonation or illusion, and that's valid to a lot of people. To me, it's just like exaggerated gender performance. You're performing a certain kind of woman or a certain kind of man if you're a drag king. I think drag is more expansive than we really give it credit to. I think, yes, I am a drag queen, but a lot of these pop stars are also drag queens. Cardi B is a drag queen. Megan Thee Stallion, I have some of her outfits. It's all drag to me. Gaga, a drag queen. Even Beyonce, especially with this Renaissance era, is giving drag, is giving ballroom. So like we all inspire each other, but to me it's just like exaggerated gender performance, you know. RuPaul does say we're all born naked and the rest is drag, because each day we're performing who we think we are to the world. So, you know, if you are more feminine, that's your drag. If you're more masculine, that's your drag. If you're more androgynous, hooray for you. But I think for me, it's just the art of gender performance. But some of my favorite parts or moments in drag is, I think the part that I love and hate is like waiting for people to show up to the club, because I'm always there for like hours beforehand, just like, all right, are they going to come tonight? Am I going to be doing a 10-minute mega mix for $4? Like, what's happening? But and sometimes it'd be like that. But honestly, when I'm on stage hosting, it's probably my favorite part of drag, because I look good, I'm connecting with people. I like to say that I am like an Oprah-like host. Like, I'm very conversational. I like to talk about things. So yeah, hosting on stage is probably my favorite part, besides taking off the heels after the show. So.
Well, look, your nonprofit, Southern Fried Queer Pride, was started almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Can you speak on its emergence and the community space that was created during this time?
Absolutely. It is, yeah. So next year will be 10 years since we started. So Southern Fried Queer Pride, SFQP for short. We started as a whole bunch of like performers, activists, majority of us Black and brown. We just didn't feel like Atlanta was giving what it should give. At least back then, like, you couldn't go to the clubs if you were under 21. If you were in like activist circles, they wanted you to have like a college degree, and they wanted you to do these like very ABC 1, 2, 3 kind of ways of building community. And it didn't have any flavor. And we were like, let's do something. Let's create something that involves all of us. And so we started off as house parties, and then we started having meetups at coffee shops like Hodgepodge. And then eventually in 2015, we put on the first festival. It was 3 days. It was mostly in downtown Atlanta off of Broad Street. And now we've grown to a nonprofit organization. We do anywhere from 40 to 60 events a year. We still have our annual festival, which will be taking over Little 5 Points for a whole week next year for the big 10-year anniversary. We're shutting down the streets this time. We might have a parade this time. So, like, it's just on the up and up. And I'm just very proud and happy of where we've come. So,
right. That's amazing. Beautiful.
The House of Alexander is like so involved in the community, like with bingo and everything else. Because I know I was introduced to you through Tuna.
My daughter?
Yes. And Tuna always just spoke highly of you. And then when coming to see you perform, I was like, I gotta have Taylor on the show because you are. We've never spoken in person, but you are highly looked up to within the community at large. So definitely continue doing your thing. Where can people find you, and how can people support you? What shows do you have coming up? And I saw on your story earlier that you were working on music.
Yeah.
Well,
so
you have a lot of music that you do. So
I do too much. I need a vacation. My goal is to like go on vacation for a whole year, but the bank account ain't built up like that. But for me, let's see. So anybody can follow me anywhere at Taylor ALXNDR, TAYLORALXNDR. That's my Instagram. That's my Twitter. That's the Facebook. That's the Cash App, the Venmo. And yeah, if you want to come get to know me, like, literally come to a show, and that's me. It's just me. Sometimes, often too honest on stage. Sometimes the things I say when I'm hosting, I'm like, did I really just talk about that? So some people do like characters on stage. I'm just fully me. Probably too gone off of the tequila, but you know, I'm just gigging out here. I'm getting ready for October, which is Atlanta Pride and Halloween. So I think I have like 32 shows that month.
Okay.
There's a lot going on. Pride weekend, literally, I have like 3 shows every single day for like 5 days. So
other Pride weekend in Atlanta?
Mm-hmm. We got multiple prides. So we got
Labor Day Pride. How many prides do y'all need? How many prides do you need? No.
We got a lot. So we have, you know, Black Pride, which just happened Labor Day weekend.
That was Black Pride. Then the other one Pride. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then we have Atlanta Pride in October. We got SFQP in June. There's another thing that happens in June. It's a lot of different
World
things.
Pride is in June, right? Normally.
World Pride, yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's when most people are having their prides.
Before you go, I do have just a few.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you were named one of the 100 most influential LGBTQ plus Georgians. But last year you did get engaged to your partner, Florence, and not that one. How are you planning for the wedding? Did it happen already? Because I know you said you were wifey. So are you already?
I am wifey. So we are still working on it. We were aiming to get married this year, but we had locked in a venue. Everything was good. It was this new venue over here in the West End. It was going to be owned by one of the owners of Hodgepodge Coffee, who I've known for years. And literally, like the week after we signed the contract and sent in the deposit, the owner of the actual property canceled our friend's lease because she was about to open it up as like a venue, and the owner of the property was like, okay, cool. And then literally the day she was going to open doors, he canceled the lease and then gave the space to somebody else, knowing that she spent like a good 3-4 years like renovating this old like 1940s gymnasium into a venue. So that put the whole thing on pause for a little bit, but we are about to sign a contract for a venue, so it'll be September 28th, 2024.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. That's
Thank
crazy
you.
that you put in all that time.
I know. A wedding is expensive. I'll just say that.
Taylor, I know you also you have your album Say What You Mean, which was released in 2020. You're going to be putting out more music soon. Should we expect anything for the 2024 year?
Yeah. So I have a new song and video that's coming out in November. And then next year I'll be dropping probably a new song and video every 2 or 3 months.
Okay.
Just to keep some content out there. The album will be out in 2025. I'm taking my time with that, but I plan to be putting out some more stuff and doing some more tours. I really haven't toured fully since before the pandemic. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get back on the road and do some things.
Well, Taylor, we appreciate you coming to the Pink Clubhouse for the first time. We wanna, I'll definitely come to one of your shows. We got to show the people what you do. Okay, so thank you so much.
Of course. Yeah. Thank y'all so much. This has been truly a pleasure.
I still don't know how to do a heart with my hand. That's what I'm trying to do. But
is that like that?
Thank you so much. Man, okay. Thank you.
Why you don't eat crayons.
Thank you again, and you have a good night, and we look forward to continuing to support you.
Thank y'all so much.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Strange Mind, thank you so much, by the way. You are the audience person that we love.
Always.